Well, while we were in the midst of having the real Geoff Tate,
yes,
and our good friend John Levin, our guest from the our visitor from the future. Hang on a minute. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Chris, have
Yes,
things
sir.
gotten that bad that you have to date blind chicks now? Because they said quit fucking with the blind. So I thought maybe you have to date blind chicks.
Jesus God, Tim. Well, thanks for calling, Tim.
And there he goes.
And great speaking to you tonight. Play his out.
And he's out.
Where's his outro?
Let me play his little bumper.
Hail and kill, boys. It's Tim James calling from Sydney, Australia. How are you?
Well, thanks for calling, Tim.
Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. And hand job!
And there he goes.
MOL in the chat room. Stop calling, Jesus.
He's a character.
And we do, you know what's funny? As much as MOL wishes he would stop calling, we encourage it like no other.
I liked him.
For as much as people know that I really get crazy when Tim calls 14 times a show, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Sure.
I love it.
Sure. Well, as I was saying,
Yeah.
while we were speaking to some of our guests,
Mm-hmm.
our voice from beyond the realms of this earth
Yeah.
has checked in a second time tonight.
Oh, wow.
We haven't heard from him in forever, and then we've been graced with his presence twice tonight.
Sure.
So
So
let's
here's Tim James.
Put down your beers and listen up. It's time to get educated when Cerberus speaks.
Good evening, gentlemen. This is Cerberus. I can find no peace or comfort in Mr. Tate's words. If this stool tool would contain his diarrhea of the mouth, I could call in live. To be great is to be misunderstood. I'm like a ray of sunshine, causing cancer and starting fires. It's vital to examine the expanding variations between the ego, superego, and id in relationship to an asshole's proximity and its cumulative effect on rational thought. Listening to Geoff is like waiting for an old friend in a hospital bed to wake up. It is said that good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. Therefore, Mr. Tate should have more experience than anyone else, except possibly Stephen Adler. Your years of being the cock of the walk, demanding to be celebrated, lifted up, and patted on the back have finally come to an end. Tate is the kind of man you'd use as a blueprint to make a fuckwit. I'd suggest you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself. Hail and kill. Hand job!
Yes, you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself.
I guess he wasn't too impressed with Geoff Tate's synopsis this evening.
Apparently not.
Geoff may have just made another enemy.
Wow, this could be a real war. Cerberus versus the real Geoff Tate.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Things are heating up here on the CMS.
Wow, CMS getting out of control. From anybody but the stars. All the stars love us. Although even they're afraid of us.
Yeah. Like John's comment earlier. Man, you guys went easy on me tonight.
I didn't have to be on guard or anything.
He goes, are you sure you guys are done? Because I was expecting the whammy. It's like, no, we're not going to beat up on you, John. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, really. The guy only fucking hosted us in fucking Wisconsin.
And he gave us the whole scoop on what happened the other night.
Yep.
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
You know, I suppose he thinks he's gotten one over on me.
This could go on. This could go on till 6 a.m. between you and Cerberus.
I suppose he's sitting there in his aluminum trailer, his double wide. Hell, he's probably in a single wide with the peeling aluminum, sitting in his living room, staring at the pyramid shape of the beer cans on his coffee table, and thinking, rubbing his hands together and saying, I sure told Geoff Tate, didn't I?
Well, Jeff, in all fairness, and I'm certainly not picking, but while you're making fun of his single-wide trailer, you've been living in somebody else's home for quite a while now.
I am merely visiting.
For 6 months.
I do not live in Doghouse's domicile. I am not domiciled in Doghouse's home state. I am simply... Doghouse and I... He has been a trusted friend and confidant over the years. He allows me to use his residence as a place to get away for a while. And how do you know I'm calling from there now? Why am I not calling from my own home now? How do you not know this?
Well, I don't. I mean...
Exactly. You don't. You don't.
Yeah,
now,
you're correct.
As for Mr. Cervix or whatever his name is.
Cervix. So in essence, Jeff, are you basically calling Cerberus a pussy?
Absolutely. Sitting there, leaving his phone messages, but talking in that phony robotic voice. Even the evil Batman actually called live. Now,
even the evil Batman.
It is simply a case of jealousy on his part. He is envious. The green-eyed monster is rearing its head. He is jealous of me, Geoff Tate, in the stature I occupy in the metal world and in the world of the classic metal show. Now, the true test. Did you, Cerberus, did you just blow your nuts all over the tits of a hot 20-something? I did. And guess what? She's my stepdaughter.
Wow.
God damn.
Top that one if you can, which I doubt. And guess what? I'm going to nail her mother next. That is all I have to say. Thank you and good night.
Sounds like a little harsh war of words there between Cerberus and Jeff. Wow.
Wow, was that some smack at the end?
I guess.
Holy shit.
Who would have ever guessed? Two guys that we enjoy having on the show now going at each other's throats.
Well, I wish I could say I was upset about this, but nothing like a little listener or, celebrity war.
Right.
We could definitely look at cervix versus taint.
Cervix versus taint.
God damn it.
These guys are funny.
Fuck Dog with the home runs tonight.
I think we ought to listen to Cerberus one more time.
All right.
Good evening, gentlemen. This is Cerberus. I can find no peace or comfort in Mr. Taint's words. If this stool tool would contain his diarrhea of the mouth, I could call in live. To be great is to be misunderstood. I'm like a ray of sunshine, causing cancer and starting fires. It's vital to examine the expanding variations between the ego, superego, and id in relationship in a hospital bed to wake up. It is said that good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. Therefore, Mr. Taint should have more experience than anyone else, except possibly Stephen Adler. Your years of being the cock of the walk, demanding to be celebrated, lifted up, and patted on the back have finally come to an end. Taint is the kind of man you'd use as a blueprint to make a fuckwit. I'd suggest you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself. Hail and kill. Hand job!
He's the blueprint to make a fuckwit.
This fucking show is so stupid. Why do you people listen to this? I really don't know why.
CMS Throwdown 2013, Cerberus Buster versus Jeffrey's Taint.
Oh, wow. God damn.
Wow.
Oh, what a show tonight,
It's been a good show.
Dude, we got through the whole show without addressing one topic.
Yeah, I know.
It.
So it's good.
Look, pulling back the curtain a little bit, I did no work for this show tonight. I didn't come to the table with one fucking topic, and neither did you, and we still made it through.
I agree.
And we probably still talked for 4 or 5 hours.
Man.
About nothing. It's like a fucking episode of Seinfeld.
It is. A show about nothing.
Show about nothing tonight. Amazing.
Yep.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. We gave them 6 hours and 15 minutes. We're done here.
Twister Girl, those guys are funny. They probably need straitjackets, though.
Well, okay.
So, all right. Well, since Tracy decided he needed press prior to his appearance on the Classic Metal Show, we're going to bring him back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I'm not going to be here next week, so Chris is going to fuck up the show with his friends.
It's going to be a Chris and Friends special. It's going to suck.
He's going to beat up. He's going to tear up the integrity of 18 years worth of work.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've already done squirting. What can we do to top that?
Right.
Maybe 6 hours of scat?
Sure.
We could talk about scat porn for 6 hours. I know 2 listeners that'll listen.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Last word, and I get it. I just want to say to Twister Girl, I am nothing like the real Geoff Tate. all this sexual depravity and weird fetishes, I have none of them.
Right.
I am as normal as the day is long.
Right.
I am as normal as Geoff Tate's dick is long.
Are you
Not that I would know.
Oh, I was asking you if you speak from experience.
No, I most certainly am not. It's all theater of the mind.
Sure it is.
Whatever you say.
And we do it well.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Hail and kill.
Hail and kill.
And hand job.
There goes Doghouse. All right, dude. Well, it's been a good show tonight.
Right.
It's definitely been a different show tonight.
Oh, it's been an odd one, but fun.
It has been. So we want to thank our guest, Wayne Smith of the Classic Metal Radio Show.
Sure.
Who's looking for that big syndicated deal.
Mm-hmm. Coming. Once he gets his cume together.
Right. And he may be coming to the CMS Radio Network near you.
Yeah, we'll be working that out.
Yeah. Also, we want to thank the real Geoff Tate.
Sure. Real Geoff Tate checking in twice.
We want to thank Cerberus, who we haven't heard from in months.
Checking in twice.
And we want to thank our good friend John Levin.
Checking in once.
And our good friend Nader DePriest.
Checking in as well.
And everybody who has tuned into the Classic Metal Show and was a part of the chat room and just laughed and laughed along with us.
Got to thank Philip Anselmo. Got to thank Bruce Corbett of Warbeast.
Right?
It has been a show.
It has been a big show.
Something else.
It's been pretty funny.
It is.
But I loved it. I will not be here next week. As I said, I'll be out there hanging out with some of those washed-up 80s guys.
Yep. Yeah, good point, Angel. What about thanking Tim James?
Tim James?
For the whooping he took tonight.
Yeah, Tim James was actually very funny tonight.
Tim James was funny, and boy, did he get beaten down in a fucking most raw way.
And I've made it very clear I like Tim. I think he's a great dude.
I like Tim, too, but I certainly like picking on his affliction.
Don't forget to send your stuff, your info to me, Tim. Request at the Classic Metal Show.
Yeah, he'll send you a shirt.
Sure.
And send your shirt size, too.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah. And not the number of shakes per minute.
All right, is that it? Is everybody covered here?
I think that's it.
Oh, good. All right, well, let's get out of here, and I will let you do the honors of picking the closing song there, Mr. Aiken.
All right. Then I will pick, since you're going to see him next week, from the album Angel Down. I'm going to do something old school. I'm going to go out peaceful.
Really?
With the tune called By Your Side.
Some Sebastian Bach, huh?
Sebastian Bach. Bring him Bach alive.
Oh, by the way, just a couple real quick things.
Huh?
Did you get that picture I sent over of the boat that's called Handjob?
I did.
How come you didn't post that up like on the Facebook?
I thought we were going to talk about it on the show, so I held. I'll put it up. I'll put it up tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And then let's see, what was it?
I just assumed that would be a topic.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, go look at the CMS Facebook, facebook.com/CMS. Chris will post this later. One of our fans sent over a picture that he took of a boat, just a small boat.
Yeah.
That's called Handjob.
The boat is called Handjob.
Right. And then also our friend Chris Wicks sent over pictures of he and Rockin' Randy and Stan the Man with the Plan.
Did you want me to put those up too?
Sure, why not?
Right.
Why not?
I didn't know if you wanted those because they were like personal pictures.
I don't know. I mean, that's that. I'll leave that to your discretion.
I know Wicks doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care.
And I don't care if Randy cares.
Stan the Man with the Plan.
With that fucking dumb hat. What is with Stan the Man and the fucking I wish I was LL Cool J via 1985 hat?
I don't know.
Fucking horror. That guy was a fucking boob. That guy really was a fucking boob.
Stan the Man with the Plan.
Here's the plan, and that plan was to fucking bankrupt Randy, who couldn't afford to drive there every week driving there.
Right. Or the phone bills.
Or the fucking $900 phone bill that Randy incurred.
Sure.
Oof. Yeah, that was a good time. We got to get Randy on the show and just tell these stories eventually. You think Randy will, or you think he'll be all upset?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't talked to Randy literally in years.
See, I do chat with him. I've told him to come on the show, but he's always fucking gigging.
Well, I mean, God bless him for doing what he enjoys.
I mean, him and the Buds are fucking popular.
Well, good for him.
Him and those Detroit Buds.
Right.
Well, I think they're just the Buds now.
Oh, they're just the Buds.
He had to bring that name down a little bit. It was too cumbersome.
Sure. Maybe he lost some of his Detroit connections.
Yeah, apparently so. Maybe there's a couple guys from Geneva now, so it's just the Buds.
Sure. All right. Well, what was the song you wanted from Angel Down?
By Your Side.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go see Sebastian next week.
Yep.
With Doc and Rat and Lita Ford, which I've never met before, so I'm sure I'll call in from the show.
All right, yeah. Call in. We'll
do some live stuff. Maybe I can get some of these guys on the show with me and talk about them.
Yeah.
Talk about what they're doing up and so on and so forth.
Sounds like a plan to me. I mean, we'll clear the decks.
Sure.
Make room.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. We'll leave you with some Sebastian Bach solo from the Angel Down release. So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Aiken.
And here's Sebastian Bach. We'll see you next week.
Bye, kiddies.